Welcome back. You're watching Muslims America, a special episode on 9/11. How do you think your lives changed from that day onwards?
It completely changed. I mean, I wanted to prove to people that terrorism isn't what Islam is about. I mean, actually, Islam is about peace and about being righteous to people. I mean, what I did is in my high school, I started a club called SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, which its main point is to show people what the problems are from drinking alcohol and doing drugs and just stuff like that. And the main thing is that I just wanted to prove people that that's not what Islam is about, that we actually go for good, not for bad.
The mainstream media just shows very bad images of Muslims, of them blowing themselves up, and that's what people have to understand. It's not like that at all. We're also against radical Islam.
But that would depend on what kind of actions you show them, right?
Yes, you have to do something to make a difference.
Do you think, are you making a difference?
I think I am.
How?
I tell others about how our religion works, what we do, and how we practice our culture and religion.
But Rakin, if I ask you that, there's this perception that Muslims have always been a closed circuit community. They've been involved with their own people. They haven't been so involved in the community, in the mainstream American community pre 9/11.
I believe it has changed because after 9/11, absolutely, I do agree with that. I would see same cultures with same cultures, Pakistani Muslims, Indian Muslim, Afghan Muslim with Afghan Muslims. But after the event has changed, the bad coverage that the religion overall got was really not deserved. First of all, it's another way I can say that every religion has a group of terrorists. The way how I've seen it is that I've seen that a lot of Muslims are trying to make a bold statement that no, we're not terrorists. We do not practice these such things. They're not even our beliefs. So they're going out, they're interacting with Christians, Jewish, and all these other different multiple faiths. I remember 9/11 was one of the key reasons why I produced the Interfaith Comedy event, which happened earlier this year.
Earlier to our recording, you were saying something about people calling you camel jockeys. Was that post 9/11 or that was pre 9/11?
That was post 9/11 because Muslims, they weren't especially in my area in suburban Northern Virginia, people didn't know that much about Muslims. And when after 9/11 occurred, people started becoming more racist.
Yeah. But no, you know what? The way how I would see that is that the time frame at the time we're all young, we're learning new things. It's a big cultural mix that hey, we're in elementary school with the same group of people, and now we're in this new institution where it's you have multiple races and everything, and everybody's just attacking each other. And especially 9/11 happening during a middle school time where everyone is so unstable. Anything could happen. One comment could make you go into deep denial as well as, and I've seen other people go through that.
Who's responsible for handling something like that? I mean, it's the parents' responsibility to sit down with their kids and tell them that, listen, if you see a Muslim, that doesn't mean that you're watching a terrorist.
Definitely, but those parents also do the contradicting things of, don't. I've seen parents, don't hang out with, Ahmed or Muhammad, and
you've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that
with your own eyes.
With my own eyes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've seen that.
And they try, as much as parents try not to involve their kids in these sort of situations of being racist, some parents also sort of, they approve of it.
Well, what I'm trying to understand, how do you guys react or respond to something like that when you're so young?
Well, when you're really young, you have to understand why it is happening.
Did your parents talk to you guys? Did you go home and discuss it with your moms and dads, and did they guide you on how to?
Oh yeah. Well, after we found out that a Muslim person, he was the catalyst of all these events. They talked to us. Don't let these other kids let you down. Don't go into denial.
Because you didn't have anything to do with it.
I have nothing to do with it. like I said before, hey, there's your dad, you know, in the airplane. I would tell him, no, it's not. He's a very respectable man.
What would they say to you?
They would call me, you know, words like terrorist. You know, I'm 9 years old. You can't really call a 9-year-old terrorist. And then, but mainstream media also shows, you know, 9-year-olds with a AK-47 in their hand.
But that's not in America.
That's not in America, but mainstream media shows it.
I clearly remember after 9/11 we had Eid. Me and my family, we went to Springfield in Virginia, where the mosque is. Right across the street was a reception hall. There was like a reception hall where I guess the gathering for prayer time there was gonna be so large that they booked the reception hall there. So people were walking across the street, and obviously we're all wearing our shalwar kameez, we're wearing our traditional clothing and everything. And if you connect that in mainstream media, it looks like exactly what Osama bin Laden is wearing when he's walking out of his cave. People would literally slow down, like what, as in like a traffic turn would be rubbernecking. They would rubberneck, look back like, oh, you know, that's so bad, you know, like, hope they don't, you know, blow the street up or anything like that. Like, you would get these really, really inferior looks, like they hate us. Like, if we really, as in if we all just got into a group one day and decide, hey, let's do this attack, but as in it's like mass collective, as in we were held collective.
To be honest, this wasn't like it before 9/11. There was no rubbernecking or such a thing.
What you're saying, what you guys are saying is that you guys were paying the price of what somebody did thousands of miles away across the world.
Not just us, it was everybody.
Yeah,
it wasn't just kids, it was parents. I've heard parents that haven't gotten fired for being Muslim. Even though it's against the law, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I fired this man because I think he's involved with terrorism.
No, as like my friend, his father got fired, his friend got fired from the Pentagon and the reason why, because he showed up late to work once. And he was like, probably like, from what I've seen and what I've known, is that he was probably like one of the best guys, but they let him go. They're like, in a sense, 9/11 was like the reason of letting him go.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see how their lives changed to a positive notion. You're watching Muslims America, special episode on September 11. Stay tuned.